Okay, we're back. This is our Sunday oil scope. We're going to talk about joy today. And the little clay figures that you see there with the joy are also oil diffusers. Here's another one. These little clay figures come from Bell Pine Farm in Oregon. And you can put a little drop of oil on them. Hi! You can put oil on those little sculptures from Oregon, too. I love me some joy. So, I had a friend get some very bad news overnight. A person I really care about a lot. I love her. And she and her family got some really bad news last night. So, that got me all discouraged. So, I went looking for... I don't want to get rid of my emotions, but I do want to, I don't want to say, I do want to honor them. Hey, how are you? I do want to support myself through the emotions, so I don't want to get rid of my emotions. Oh no, you didn't miss it. I didn't say who it was. When someone you care about gets bad news, it can knock you off kilter too. And I'm okay with that because I'm okay with joining them in their pain and being a support. And then also keeping myself centered so that the support I'm sending is centered and grounded while they are going through a time of being ungrounded and uncentered. So I went to my wall of oils and picked joy. Because joy is really great for when you're discouraged or when you're like, Jesus Christ, these people never catch a break. And then you slip into, well, God damn it, I never catch a break. And then you're like, life sucks and death is horrible and everything's stupid. And joy is a great oil for that. When you wake up with the funk or something really bad has happened. So either way, you just wake up in a kind of mood. Joy is a great go-to oil for that. It's got amazing stuff in it. And so let's talk about what's in it. But just remember, this is the oil to go to not banish your emotion, but to support you through it, to support you while you're feeling it. Because feelings are just energy. Emotions are just energy, and they're moving through the body. And we have greater or lesser skill at letting energy move through the body. And essential oils support the process of holding space for your emotions, allowing their existence, and letting them move through you like a wave in the ocean, or a water wave, a burst of wind, just letting it move through you. So the oils don't. Some people sometimes get oils thinking that this will make the emotion go away. It doesn't. It supports you in letting it move through. It doesn't squash your emotions. It doesn't suppress them or banish them where they become part of your shadow work. It supports you. So don't think that oils are going to make your emotions go away. And in fact, sometimes they can bring a fuller expression to your emotions, so you need to be aware of that. That you may put on joy, and the sadness you're feeling may become amplified as it's been given some support and permission to express and move on through. So if emotion gets bigger, just make more space. It smells fantastic. It really does smell really good. I used to hate the smell of it, but it smells really good now. So let's dive into that, and then we'll talk about a practical use for oils and drying your clothes and getting rid of dryer sheets. Dryer sheets are nasty. They go in your landfill. They smell horrible. After you use essential oils for a while, chemical smells smell horrible. The cleaning aisle in the grocery store can trigger a migraine in me just walking down that aisle. The chemical smells are so overwhelming because I'm just not numb to them anymore. So let's talk about what's in joy. And with the understanding that it supports us in allowing what is not joy to move on through. They clog the dryer vent. There's nothing good about dryer sheets. Yes, perfume. Oh my God. Well, I guess you ride on an airplane. Flying on an airplane, can be overwhelming now. I used to work with a woman who blasted her ass with perfume all the time. It used to just make me want to gag. Anyway, Joy is a wonderful blend. It used to come in the starter kit, and unfortunately it doesn't anymore, which I think is a real bummer, because it should be one of your foundational oils. Like, there should be foundational oils like peppermint and Joy and Citrus Fresh and things that are foundational that you can use 100 different ways. So Joy, it brings back memories of being held, loved, sharing loving times. This is key. Feeling and opening those blocks in our lives where perhaps we have shut down to love, or we are shut down to receiving love, or we are shut down to loving ourselves. So anything to do with love, anything to do with heart and physical heart too, but also heart love, and also taking heart. The concept that when we're discouraged, we get told, take heart. What does that mean exactly? Well, it means to get in touch with the energy in your heart, see where it's blocked, loosen it up, let it flow. Taking heart means you recognize that this state is temporary. And you're not having the stiff upper lip response, which is repressing. You're taking heart, which means you're taking strength in the knowledge, in my opinion, strength in the knowledge that this is temporary, and accessing your heart gives you the strength to move on through it. Or you can wear a little oil bracelet too. And wear your oils. There's Joy on here. There's Joy and Northern Lights Black Spruce on here today. Okay. When there is grief, this is a good one for grief, past and present grief. The adenoids and the adrenal glands shut down. It's very hard on your adrenal system. It's very hard on your brain, the chemicals that get produced. It's difficult. Joy opens that back up, the adrenal glands. So the oils that are in it is bergamot, which is soothing. It may uplift and calm emotions and may help relieve anxiety, stress, and tension. Bergamot. Lang Lang, that flower, is in there, which helps balance male-female energies, so one can move closer to being in spiritual attunement and better focus for your thoughts. Filtering out the ever-present garbage. It brings back feelings of self-love, confidence, joy, and peace. Geranium may also balance the hormone, liver, and kidney functions, and support for the liver. Geranium opens the liver chakra, which is the solar plexus, which has to do with relationships. So when you take a hit in a relationship through an argument with someone you love, the death of someone you love, a conflict with a relationship, geranium is the one for that. It helps ease the solar plexus chakra, which is yellow, and involves the liver and across where your ribs come together. It's where we say our gut feeling is, and we tend to touch our stomach a lot when we're stressed. We intuitively know where our stuff is. We touch our heart. We grab our head. We touch our solar plexus. It may help ease nervous tension, stress, balance the emotions, lift the spirit, and foster peace, well-being, and hope. Geranium is one of my favorite flowers, although as a flower it doesn't smell good. Rosewood is in this. It's soothing to the skin, appeasing to the mind. You know what? Let me just double check. Is rosewood still in this blend? Because I think, could they make this print more tiny? Come on now. People using oils might be old. Can't read that. Let me see what we got here. I just want to see if rosewood's still in here. Bergamot, Lang Lang, geranium, lemon. Lemon is next in the new blend. Sorry guys. Coriander, tangerine. God, it's so tiny. It's a tiny little print. I don't think rosewood's in this anymore. Lemon would be next. Lemon is uplifting, purifying, invigorating, enhancing, and warming. Let's make sure that... Okay, there is still rose oils in it now, which is better than rosewood anyway. So we have mandarin in it, tangerine, all the citrus Fruits are uplifting and cleansing to the mind when you get caught in the cloudiness of grief and discouragement. Citrus oils can kind of cut through the cloudy, cottony kind of feeling that you can get into where you're basically going numb. And citrus smells can kind of slice through that and open you up to your energy flowing. Jasmine is uplifting to the emotions, confidence, energy, euphoria, and optimism. Roman chamomile, is that still in this? Sorry, my book is a little bit. They've changed some of the blends. Let's see if Roman chamomile is still in here. Tangerine, jasmine. Yes, Roman chamomile still in here, which we've read that there, Roman chamomile is like a brilliant, brilliant oil. Postpartum baby blues, yes, definitely you want to. So this is a hormone balancing oil. There's several of these oils are mentioned as balancing hormones, so they'll also make it an extra boost for the postpartum baby blues, which can last years. Like if you're still depressed a couple of years after your child is born, don't beat yourself up and continue supporting yourself through that. Nobody gets to tell you when the baby blues end. So Roman chamomile neutralizes allergies. It's helpful with anger. It's helpful with irritability. It's really good for hyperactive children. It's calming, soothing. It's an amazing oil. And let me just double check this. One last one. So tiny. Such tiny print. Palmarosa oil is still in here. And it is stimulates new cell growth, speeds healing, regulates oil production. It's moisturizing. And then rose. It's got the super awesome rose in it. You don't need a lot of rose to feel the benefit of it. And rose goes directly to the heart, soothing the heart, opening it, getting your heart chakra energies moving when they're tangled. Hi! How are you? How are you today, Bernice? Rose is at the tail end of the ingredients, and that's perfectly fine. It's ridiculously intense. A little tiny bit is all you really need. And if you've invested in a bottle of rose, honestly, a lot of times I just smell it without even opening the cap. Like rose oil is so intense that even when the cap is sealed, you can smell it, just the little bit of residue that's around the bottle edge. And sometimes I just don't even open it. I just carry it in my purse and smell it. So this oil helps with discouragement, helps with grief, helps with processing sadness and just down, blah, postpartum stuff, hormone stuff. Oh, I'm glad to see you live. Yeah, it's a bummer having to catch replays, right? Time zones are awful. Time zones are just the worst to have to deal with. Okay, so effective for dealing with various problems related to emotional balance. When our emotions get off balance, what happens? We've already talked about it. It affects our adrenal system, our parasympathetic nervous system. It affects our emotions, which then affects our bodies because our emotions produce chemicals, right? Joy is one of my favorite oils too. We have an emotion. It creates a chemical response in the body and the brain. Our body then has to deal with that, and it has less resources available to deal with that because we're hurting. We're hurting emotionally. So when you support your emotional balance, you're also supporting your body's recovery from whatever hit it's just taken. The aromatic influence. The fragrance of this blend promotes feelings of love, self-love, and confidence. Emotional blockages to love may produce a dislike of this fragrance, for the fragrance of this blend. So in that case, if you get a bottle of Joy and you're like, this smells like utter garbage and Michelle's an idiot, then you need a different oil. you need the Harmony oil. It's recommending using Harmony first if you need to, if this oil smells terrible. And Harmony helps remove the blocks to love, receiving love, giving love, self-love. If those exist, it's saying that you may really hate this smell. So use Harmony first. And remember that the energy of love is the true source of all healing. Absolutely true. So you can put it on your heart, your ears, you can put it anywhere, wrists. You can mix it with Epsom salt and let the salt absorb the oil, and then take a bath with it. The Higleys, the reference guide for essential oils by Connie and Alan Higley. Let's see. You can put it, you can take a bath. You can mix it with oil for a massage. You're welcome. You can put it on your feet. It smells so good, I wouldn't put it on my feet because then you would miss it. It also says you can put it on your 2 drops on a wet cloth and put in the dryer. And that leads us right into the dryer. If you follow the frequency of oils have an energetic frequency that can be measured. This one ranks as very high, which is in the spiritual range. It's 188 megahertz. I don't know how they get those measurements. I'm assuming they have some kind of fancy machine. But all the oils are rated according to their frequency. Like, are they the same frequency as an organ in the body? Are they the same frequency as our spiritual connection? I don't know how all that's done, but if that matters to you, Google it. Or get a book. All these books tell you what the megahertz rating, energetic rating is. So say that would matter to you if you're having a problem with your liver, and your liver produces at its best a certain frequency, then you would want an oil that matches that frequency so that when yours is out of balance and not there, it may help support bringing it up to match. Does that make sense? So Joy can be put on dryer balls. I personally would not put Joy on dryer balls because it's expensive. It's a little bit pricey because it has super nice, extra special oils in it. So this is not one I use in the dryer. This one goes straight on my heart or on my little oil bracelet. So these are wool dryer balls. This is how you can get rid of using dryer sheets in your house. So toss the Bounce, toss the Snuggle, toss the whatever. The dryer sheets are just disgusting. So I've been using these for years, and they get all fuzzy and weird because they're wool, and that's okay. You want to leave that on there because it helps them toss around. Yes, we love our balls. Balls are awesome. So this one is a brand called Woolsies, which I like best because they're big. We like big balls. So Woolzies, Woolsies.com, or you can Google Woolsies. No, I have like 6 of them. I only brought 3 out. I have 3 of the Woolsies brand, and these I picked up at a bead show. Thank you. These are 2 years old. Oh, I love these. I love the Woolsies. And then these I picked up at a gym show. I don't know why they had wool products there, but they did. So, and these came in a pack of 4, and these are probably about a year and a half. Yeah, Woolsies are, I think you can probably find cheaper options. I just like the Woolsies. They're a home company. They're a family-run company. Yeah. Yeah, they last for years. And so you just put the oil directly on them. Leftover felting wool, you absolutely could. Catherine got hers on Amazon. I haven't noticed if they've cut down on dry time, but I've never paid attention to it. And I put mine in about halfway through. Yeah, you could make your own if you know how to felt. You could make your own. Yeah. So I put mine in about halfway through the cycle too, because I feel like I get more of the actual smell if I put it in about halfway through. It does cut down on static, the smell. So these are the oils that I use in the dryer. They're the less expensive oils. I'm doing it for the smell. I'm not doing it for anything else in particular, so I'm going to use the less expensive oils. Although Purification's probably not the cheapest oil, I really like the smell of it. So I use Purification, which has that nice clean, it has a clean smell. It has tea tree and rosemary, lemongrass, lavender, myrrh. Right. Well, yeah, and sometimes I forget, and then the clothes are all staticky. So you can use these without any oil on them at all. But I like I like putting it on, but about halfway through. So I use purification. I like the evergreen essence. Somebody posted this in our oil group. I think, was it Megan? Posted evergreen essence. Oh, yeah, and I do. I forget frequently. But when I don't, the evergreen essence is awesome. Oh, Kelly posted about the evergreen essence. You can put this on your balls. Not your real balls, because that would sting, but your dryer balls. This one's real piney, fresh, spruce, pine needles. Think pine sol, but not chemically. Natural pine sol. Lavender is one that I'll use in there. Lavender smells good. This isn't fruity and floral smelling. This is a medicinal lavender, so it's very strong. And yes, freshen your balls. Freshen them up. Lavender is one that I'll use. Another one I really like to use, which is not too expensive, is Christmas Spirit. Christmas Spirit is citrusy and has, I think, cinnamon in it. It's citrus, orange, cinnamon, and spruce. Christmas Spirit is orange, cinnamon, and spruce. This is one of my favorite oils. I love to diffuse it. I don't like to wear it because the cinnamon is very strong and can irritate your skin, but it smells great in the dryer. Christmas Spirit. And it's not expensive, but it does sell out because it's seasonal. Right. And I've been telling people, if you're going to explore oils, sign up for the $50 a month Essential Rewards program, because then over time you get money back, then you can buy more oils. It's a good emotional oil too. Yeah, the citrus and stuff is uplifting. Spruce is uplifting. The Essential Reward program gets you 10% back of what you spend for 6 months. And then it goes up. It goes up to 15%. It goes up to 20% after 13 months. Yeah. So if you budget it out, it's better if you're going to buy $200 worth of oils, $300 worth of oils. It's better to space that out into the $50 a month so that you get money back. Because that's $5. Every time you spend $50, you're getting $5 back. That's pretty decent. And those points add up. Yeah, and when you get to 20%, which is your 13th month, and thereafter is 20%. ER Essential Rewards. You can just sign up for it. If you're a salesperson, you spend $100 a month on Essential Rewards. If you're not doing sales, $50 a month gets you 10%. So since I had spend $100 a month, yeah, acronym hell. Essential Rewards is ER. Yeah. So since I spend $100 a month to do the business, I get $20 a month. But, $20 a month. So if you're in your 13th month and you're spending $50 a month, you're still getting $10 a month in free points for free oils. That's a whole bottle of one of the citrus oils is less than $10. So you can get a bottle of oil free a month, and you can use them whenever you want. They do expire in a 12-month rolling period, so you do have to use them. Yes, if you know that you're becoming an addict, plan ahead for your addiction. So, the Northern Lights Black Spruce, yeah. I picked this up and then I realized I don't use this in the dryer because it's one of the pricier ones, and I love it and I treasure it. I'm kind of hoarding it. Yes, I'm addicted as well. Totally addicted. So orange. Orange is inexpensive. You can clean with orange. I just used orange this morning to get the greasy residue off my teapot. Things that sit. Northern Lights Black Spruce. I hoard it. I hoard the Northern Lights. I love it. I love it. I rubbed orange on the outside of my tea kettle. I have an electric tea kettle. If you drink Ninja Red, you can put it in there. You can put it in your water. You can put it in club soda. I put it in sparkling water a lot. It's a degreaser. It's a everything. And it's cheap. So you can put it on your balls. And it's freshening. So it smells wonderful and citrusy. It really does smell like you ran over an orange stand. It's delicious. It really is. So the citrus oils get used in the dryer a lot because they smell fantastic and they're the least expensive. So if you like all the citrus oils, you could use Citrus Fresh, which is citrus oils and plus spearmint. I want to say spearmint. So Citrus Fresh smells really good. You can clean with Citrus Fresh, and you can put it in your water too. I've put it in sparkling water, club soda. So I buy the cheap club soda at Walmart. It's called Vintage. It comes in blue cans. It's wonderful because it's highly carbonated. And I mix orange or grapefruit is really the one I use most often. I mix it with a little Himalayan pink salt in the bottom of the glass, and then I pour in the club soda. It's super awesome. It's super amazing, and the salt keeps the oil, it helps the oil disperse through the club soda. So it's not greasy, islands of oil on top of your glass. So anyway, you can use whatever you want, and these will get rid of you needing to ever buy dryer sheets again. So these are $20-something, $20 or so to buy. But if you think about what you're spending on dryer sheets and the chemicals that you're getting rid of in your home, it's a worthwhile investment. So $20 for wool balls, roughly. And then $10 for a citrus oil. You can start there. Lemon comes in your starter kit, so you can start with lemon, and you aren't spending any additional money except for the wool. I just grab one, and I put 2 or 3, maybe 4. Sometimes 4. Dryer sheets are really toxic. They're really disgusting. And some people were rubbing dryer sheets on their cats to cut down on static in their fur, and the cats are getting so sick. I don't know who ever thought that was a good idea, but it will make your animal sick. So if it makes your animal sick, it's making you sick. Yeah, it's so stupid. It's the stupidest thing ever. I know, so dumb. So yeah, go get you some balls. 2 or 3 drops, not at all good. So any questions about Joy or dryer sheets? Because I had migraines, I've been doing for years. Yeah, they don't. Before I had the wool balls and the oils, you can crumple up a big wad of aluminum foil. You can take just like a big sheet of aluminum foil, crumple it up, and smash it down, and do that for 2 or 3 and throw those in the dryer. That will cut your static too. I like the wool better because I can put yes, the chemicals are making us crazy. They're literally driving us insane, and we don't even realize it. The marketers are eventually going to put themselves out of business when we all drop dead from our chemical buildup in our tissues. Yeah, so don't fall for marketing. There's no reason that you need a dryer sheet. There just isn't. And that's all I have for you for Sunday oil scoping. Yeah, if you have any questions or you want information about getting started with oils, you can find me at, you're welcome, caddyshackdesigns.com. On the right-hand side at the top, there's a tab that says YL Essential Oils. My link is in there, but I'm always available for questions. If you have what oil do I use for this kind of question, let me know. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Have a wonderful Sunday, and I'm going to go put all my little babies back on their shelf where they stay safe. My little treasures. All right, I love you guys. See you tomorrow with the twins for Byron, Katie, and Doubted Jean. Where did I get my rack? From my mom and dad. I'm just kidding. I got it from Amazon. If you go on Amazon and enter nail polish rack, enter nail polish rack or essential oils rack. Mine was I want to say $20. They've got some really inexpensive ones. It's nice because you put it up on the wall. Open Bob's, right. We haven't seen that in a while. It's metal. Mine is metal with a a folded mesh bottom. This made for nail polish, but it fits the oils. And then you can see what you've got. The lower two racks are ones that I have for sale that are unopened. Because that was happening too. I couldn't remember what was for me and what was for sale. And so I ended up with 2 or 3 open bottles. I think it's posted in Droplets. In the Droplets group on the right-hand side, if you enter the word rack, alphabetized. Yeah. And it's been so helpful to have them alphabetized because I'm not searching for oils anymore. Oh, yeah, I can scope it. I can probably get in the hallway and scope it. It's kind of dark over there, but you want action. We want live. We want live rack views. Let me see your rack. Balls and racks and, you know, there's just no way to not dive straight in the gutter with those words. Okay. All right, I'll just plan ahead for next Sunday. Want to see my oil rack? Wink. Want to see my rack? I'm not going to put that in the title, though, because that will inundate us with trolls. Okay? All right, you guys, have a great Sunday. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, that's like asking for trouble. You're welcome. Bye.